Ladies and gentlemen, Charles, how you doing? I hope you're well. One commonly asked question, a very common question for those folks who are interested in food and drinking different things in different parts of the world is Coca Cola in different countries. I've had many people ask me here in Serbia and from the USA, people will say, how is the Coke in comparison to America? Okay, the soda in the United States. Let me tell you first of all about Bolja Polovina. I don't know why I said that just now, but that's what it says on the side of the can. Anyhow, what soda is what we call, I've said this before in my videos, in the United States, 50 states, many different regions call drinks like this different things. From where I'm from, so many people will say pop. Okay, P-O-P, pop is what they call it in many parts of the middle of the USA, and I think pop is maybe eastern part of the USA, maybe, I don't know. Midwest, pop is very familiar, very common. Pop can be Coke, Coca Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, anything. It just means a carbonated, sweet beverage like this. It's called pop. I say soda, and soda is used like on the East Coast, I think, more so, and in the West, people say soda. And here in Serbia, I've said before, a lot of places, if you go here and they speak English and you say, yes, I would like a soda, usually they'll bring you a soda water, okay? But in the USA, we say soda for Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, Sprite, all those, okay? But getting back to this particular one here, Coca Cola and Pepsi, the two biggest soda producers in the whole world, are both from the United States of America, of course. And we drink a lot of them in the USA. I think Coke is a little bit more popular, but it really depends, because the majority of soda, I think, that's sold in the USA is through fast food places. And many fast food places only serve one. So if you go to McDonald's, it's only Coca-Cola. You can't get Pepsi. If you go to Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut, they're all owned by Pepsi Corporation, and you can only get Pepsi, okay? For me, I prefer Coke, I believe, over Pepsi. Coke kind of burns a little bit more, of course, or not of course, I mean, but it does. Pepsi, to me, is a little flatter. I like a really hard, kind of burny sensation. But you can see here, they've got this whole thing now. Of course, I think they're doing it in the USA. They put some bullshit on the side of the can. And this one says, Ove Coca-Cola poljuba sneka dobije, Bolja Polovina. Okay? Don't ask me what most of this means, because I don't really give a shit either. And then it says here on the side, 50 dinara. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I paid 55 dinara for this. It says on the side of the can, 50 dinara, which is 50 cents. So it's very similar to the USA in cost for Coke. But, you know, when it comes to soda, pop, anything like that, you'll notice if you're somebody that travels quite a bit, you see many differences in soda that's sold, okay? When I lived in Mexico for 1.5 years, you didn't find the same sodas you find in the USA. You had a few more, maybe, than they have here in Serbia. In Serbia, something you won't find, usually, okay? Every time I say something, somebody critiques me and says bullshit. But in general, I've lived in Sremska Mitrovica, Zrenjanin, Pančevo, Munze, Konza, Nova Galinica, Zrenjanin, and Novi Sad. Okay, I lived in 7 cities. In those 7 cities, I've never, ever seen a grape-flavored soda, nor cherry, okay? USA, you can get cherry 7-Up, you can get cherry Pepsi, cherry Coke, vanilla Pepsi, stuff like that, but you can't find that here. They don't drink cherry-flavored Coke and Pepsi products or 7-Up products, and my favorite soda ever is cherry 7-Up. Some of my friends sent me some one time, and I appreciated that because I love cherry 7-Up. It's the best thing ever. But I guess in this region, they don't have that flavor, I guess. They're just not into that. Also, grape-flavored things. We have a lot of grape-flavored sodas in the USA. Here, they're not so popular. Also, root beer in the USA, especially in the Midwest, very popular. We have places that sell just root beer. like these little drive-through little restaurants where they come out and wait on you, young girl usually. But we drink a lot of root beer. Root beer is a kind of a heavier, darker drink that's got a lot of foam to it. Like Dog and Suds is what I'm thinking of because I'm from the Midwest. There's Barks, another really big name, and what else is there? A couple other ones. But root beer and also Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is one of the most popular drinks in the USA, and they don't have it here. Somebody said it's in Hungary, but most Serbian students who go on the program, they don't like Dr. Pepper. Everybody thinks it's odd taste. But the only similarity to maybe Dr. Pepper is possibly Cather, which is a Slovenian drink that I made a video about that Serbians seem to love, and I don't like it. Dr. Pepper in the USA is very carbonated. Cather is not. It's like a flatter version of Dr. Pepper, but it's still not good. I love Dr. Pepper, I love cherry, and I love grape flavored sodas, but you don't find them so much here, okay? Here you can find 7-Up and Sprite and things like that, but just very few. They don't have a lot of sodas. Here they drink a lot of this Schweppes. Schweppes is a bitter lemonade they have, and I think there's another flavor of it. Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, I think, and 7-Up. I think they have both of those, don't they? They have one. They have Sprite or 7-Up at least. And other than that, that's. Then they have some of these cheaper versions, like this orange stuff that's absolutely disgusting. I mean, it's really, really cheap. It's an orange flavored soda, but it's not good. And Fanta. They have Fanta Orange here. And they have another like Zova, I think it's Zova flavor, or some like clear, kind of milky colored, white, cloudy colored Fanta here. Okay, but you know, when we talk about the flavor of Coke, okay, here in Serbia, for a 50 dinara in this can, the taste. People ask me the difference. I swear I can't tell much of a difference. It tastes just about the same. And I'm sure they have like rules, you know, ingredients and all that stuff when you get soda wherever it's made. This is actually made where? In Belgrade, Serbia, it says on here, right? Is that true? The Coca Cola Company, blah, 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 in Serbia, DOO Zimun, Batanički drum, 14 i 16, 11080 Belgrade, Republic of Serbia. So maybe it's bottled there in Serbia, here in Belgrade, Zimun area. I don't know. I've never saw the company, but to me they taste very sweet, very carbonated. I don't think I can tell the difference at all unless I had maybe an American Coca-Cola here next to this one, but I think they're the same, my friends. Okay? That's your little lesson today on sodas in Serbia. And you know, Mr. Healthy here, you see what I'm getting ready to eat. I'm going to make a video on it later. Something called grashak. Grashak in English is peas. P-E-A-S. And it's not very often you would get like a quick fix meal with peas and a chunk of meat in it, right? But I eat it because I think it's actually nice. It actually tastes nice. You get a chunk of meat and a bunch of peas. And I like peas. A lot of people hate peas. But here this is cheap. I don't know. $1.80 is what it was. And it's a pretty filling little thing. And of course, I didn't realize I had some Ivar already. People bitch because of my Ivar that I get store-bought cheap Ivar, but it's cheap. And I love this stuff. It's the best stuff on the whole gosh darn world. And I bought this and I looked at my refrigerator and it had another bottle I forgot I had, or jar that I forgot I had. So, but you can never have enough Ivar. So I'm making some pasta, I'm making some grashak, and I'm drinking this freaking Coca Cola instead of alcohol. Okay? That's it, my friends. Hope you have a wonderful day. You like my USA shirt? Sporting my colors, baby. The election's coming up. Getting closer. You know, the primaries are coming up soon. Bernie Sanders is my man, running against Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination. Hillary is evil. She's corrupted as hell with all the ties to big business, just like all the Republican candidates. So we need Bernie Sanders if we need anything. That's it. No Donald Trump, for fuck's sakes, people. Nut job, nut job, nut job. Coca Cola in Serbia, I think it's the same. Doviđenja.